Look, gang, in the Super Soarway yesterday's Sunday People, 500 sex beasts on the run. Which is proof, boys and girls, that you can't believe everything in these blooming newspapers. I've been looking for one of these for years. I hang around all the places that they report on, never find one, dear. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Probably one or two of you have been looking around for one of these beasts. Good morning to you. It's Monday the 4th of April 2016. I must apologise, those of you that were watching the live show on Saturday this week, was a couple of people who said, we can't hear the callers. We can't hear the callers. We do live shows now and again where you can call in. And I was looking around and my little meters were going like that. Bang, bang, bang over to the side. And I was saying, oh, it must be you. I can't find anything wrong here. Well, at the end of the show, the Facebook Live sort of part of it is done from an iPhone, okay? And I literally plug the sound straight into the iPhone. Well, I forgot to put the plug in. So my plug wasn't in, boys and girls. It wasn't in. So that's why you couldn't hear the callers. Everything looked all right, but of course you couldn't hear them properly, and that's why. So sorry about that. YouTube Live viewers were unaffected. We've started doing the live shows back on YouTube Live as well as Facebook Live as well. At your request. You do get a lot better quality there. Also, I have at last extended... Would you like to have a little look? I've been very, very busy, dear. Very busy. I have extended the wall covering over that way, so now you don't see a gap anymore. Look at that. It goes all the way across now, you see. It used to stop just about where the end of that underground sign was. So sometimes I might have the camera a little bit like this and you'd see the end of it. Very, very unprofessional, dear. You know, we do like to be professional in our programmes. Thank you very much. This is not some cheap thing, dear. Money is spent on bringing you this wonderful entertainment several times a week. It really is. So that was so apologies for those of you watching the Saturday night with the sound issues there. A fantastic night at Sydenham's karaoke last night. Again, those of you watching on Facebook Live, thank you very much. You can always comment while we're actually doing the live karaoke nights if you want to. If there's anything that's really horrible, I will remove it. We don't need nastiness, not on this programme, unless it involves celebrities. And here's one, boys and girls. Here's one. I've chosen the Sunday People today, and the reason I've chosen yesterday's Sunday People today is because there was a big stack of them in the Golden Lion in Sydenham. That's where we do the karaoke on Sundays. Golden Lion in Sydenham every Sunday night between 8 p.m. and 12 midnight. And it's nice and busy there now. And they have a big pile of papers that, you know, people use during the daytime. And I pick up a pile. I've got a load of them here, look. Sunday Express, all these. You can only use them for a couple of days because then they're well out of date. So it's so much cheaper than buying one. And in the People, talking of celebrities, look at this. Look, Kerry Katona, look at her. She's come off a plane, absolutely wrecked. These are the people that your children are watching on the telly. They think this is quite acceptable. They think that is... Can you see her? Look, on the tarmac. Is it on the tarmac? Hang on a minute. Let me see. Just a minute. It says, legless, her tracksuit bottoms around her ankles. A woman tries to help the stricken star. Star? Who are you calling a star? Kerry Katona is a star? Look. Come on. Please. Now, what's the story here? Who is she? What does Kerry Katona... Is she the one that's... Is she married to that footballer boy? With the implanted hair? Is it... what's his name? Wayne Rooney. Is it Wayne Rooney? I don't know what she does. Kerry Katona lies sprawled across an airport car park and her it's a car park with her jogging bottoms around her ankles. It's 11 in the morning. 11 in the morning, and the reality TV star looks totally unreal. I don't know which one she is. What does she do? That's how much I know about these Z-list celebrities. I mean, come on, have another look at this. Look at her. I mean, I'm sorry, that's really trampish, isn't it? You wouldn't see Shirley Bassey, would you? You wouldn't see Shirley Bassey, or indeed Lulu, like that. I mean, they're just They just think it's acceptable to be like that. Awful, awful. Have I ever been like that? No, I have not. No, I have not. But a young lady... Oh, come on. Now, talking of Lulu, did you see that? That linked. I linked into the next story. Now, this was from Saturday's Daily Mail. Now, look at this one. Girl pop stars are treated like pole dancers. Well, that's what they want to be, though, isn't it? You know, when you see them, even like Beyonce and, oh God, I can't think of any more, Cheryl Cole, it's all very sexually suggestive. Hang on a minute. It's all very sexually suggestive. All these, like, pop videos they do now. Or they come on the telly in a pair of knickers and a bra, don't they? What's all that about? Where are the wonderful dresses like the people like Vera Lynn used to wear? Maybe they are trying to find one of the Sunday people 500 sex beasts on the run. Maybe they do these videos to attract those sort of people. But it's quite right. Lulu says her career has spanned 6 decades. Oh, we do like Lulu. Yeah. I guess you wanna shout, oh baby, shout, oh baby, and songs like that. I tell you what I heard from Lulu yesterday, actually, on Tony Blackburn's greatest hit shows. Tony Blackburn, incidentally, is my hero DJ, yes, and he does a show on lots of stations that you can tune into, whether or not you're in the TSA, that's Target Service, Radio Talk, in the local service area. You can get them all on the internet. I listen to him on Radio Air 2. That's AIRE, okay, Radio Air 2. That you can get on the internet, or one of those mobile phone apps. What's the one I use? TuneIn Radio I use. And I listen to Tony Blackburn's greatest hits show every Sunday from 4 p.m. till 7 p.m. on my way into Sydenham. And the song I heard last night, I haven't heard for ages and ages, was Independent. I want independence. Independence from Lulu. Look it up on YouTube. It's a lovely song. Independence from Lulu. About 20 years old, I would guess that one is now. Nice song. It's got a modern sound to it. I used to play that in the clubs when I was big time club DJ. Now, small time bar DJ. It all goes like that, dear. It all goes like that. Lulu goes on to say, the singer who shot to fame aged just 15 in 1964, just 1 year after I was born, with her first single, Shout, You Know You Make Me Wanna Shout, laments that pressure is put on young female singers today, claiming that they are used like pole dancers. And she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. Is there anything wrong? You know, is there anything wrong with a beautiful young girl coming on the stage in a decent outfit? Why do we have to have legs and tits hanging out all over the place, dear? We don't need that. If you've got talent, you don't need to do that, surely. But I don't suppose for one moment that it's all them. It'll be the producers as well pushing them to do it, won't it? It will be the producers as well. So there we are. I was just watching a programme just before I came up today, Fake Britain. Have you seen that? Fake Britain. It's about all these bits and pieces that come into the country, and they're fakes. 2 items in particular. One were Brompton bikes. Now, have you seen those Brompton bikes? They're like, I mean, not my cup of tea really, but very popular, especially with people that travel in and out of London, because they fold up and they're tiny. I've often seen them, particularly when I used to work in the Mayflower, which is a little pub on the River Thames in Rotherhithe. That's the place that changed the sound system, and after that it never worked. Oh, it was horrendous. It really was. I loved working there. I absolutely loved doing this quiz night, and all was well until they decided to change the sound system in there. And I always remember getting a little email from the manageress there. I can't remember her name now. Her name's gone right out of my head. Never mind. Anyway, I got an email from her saying, oh, we're thinking of having this system put in. What do you think? And it was a Sonos, Sonos. It was a Sonos sound system. The thing about it was completely wireless. No wires connecting the speaker to the amplifier or anything like that. Completely wireless. Okay? And I took one look at it and I thought, no, not for a pub. Yes, for a house, fantastic. Great quality, wonderful quality system. But for a pub, no, that's going to create problems. Anyway, so I said no. The very next week I got there and it had been installed. Why bother asking then? Do you know how many times that's happened? People say, oh, what do you think of this, Chris? And I tell them my phone. And then you go and they've done it. Why bother asking then? Waste of time. Anyway, so I got there on the first day. Been installed and no one told me. So you get, and this often happened there, I'd get there and something would have changed, but no one's told you before. You know, so you can't really prepare for it. And I plugged into this thing. Oh, and there was a massive delay. So it would be like, hello, how are you tonight? Oh, it was a nightmare. Anyway, they did something and it was all controlled by an app on the little iPad tablet thing that they've got, and eventually they got the delay down quite well, so it wasn't so much of a long delay like that. It was more of a delay, so it was quite, you know, it was close, but still not perfect, so that people would keep saying to me, why is there a delay? It's difficult hearing what you're saying. And then it would start cutting out, so stick cutting out like that. Oh, it was, and I put up with it for, I think, 6 months, and then I quit. I quit in the end. It was just a nightmare. And what a shame. A bloody good night that was, ruined by this new sound system, which I just don't think it was suited. I don't know why it didn't work. When I wasn't there and it was just playing music, okay, it seemed to work perfectly. Whenever I went there, I plugged my stuff in, it didn't work, and it would just keep cutting out, and it's such a shame that I left it. Anyway, back onto the story of fake Britain. Yes, they had these Brompton bikes, and I often saw people in the Mayflower with these, and they'd have them by the side. You know, they didn't take up much room, just like a briefcase or something, that sort of size. They come in these little wheels and great big long pole where you sit on, obviously. Obviously with a seat on the top of the pole, unless you're after cheap thrill, in which case you could take the pole off. I don't recommend that to most people. A few people I know, yes, but not most people, okay? And they were quite wonderful. They look so small, but perfect, I suppose, for city cycling. Anyway, they had some of them on Fake Britain this morning. Apparently there's about 10 factories churning out fake Brompton bikes. And they bought a couple of them, and the brake, he did that to the brake on this fake one, and the pin dropped out. So the brake was completely useless. What else happened? A reflector dropped off, something else broke off, and where you fold these bikes together, they're supposed to clip together so you hold them easy, and the clip wouldn't work. This is on the fake ones. You know, and I think buying fake stuff, whatever it is, electrical, mechanical, otherwise, it's quite a dangerous thing. You know, you never know what you're getting. And I had a bike once, actually. I was cycling on all of a sudden, you know, the triangular bit in the middle, the frame, it just broke at the bottom, where the weld had joined two bits together. Like, it just broke. I mean, if I'd have been going along at 60 mile an hour down a hill, very, very dangerous. So do be careful that you don't buy fake stuff. The other thing they had on there was Indian cigarettes. In particular, what they did, the police went in, or police with customs, and they went in with dogs into these little corner shops, and they were looking for fake Indian cigarettes, particularly gin lings, spelt, not G, Jinlins, gin lings, which apparently can kill you. These are Indian cigarettes, and indeed have killed someone in the past. I can't remember the name of the lady. Let me have a little look for you. Gin ling deaths. That'll do, wouldn't it? That should find that. There we are. Here we are, a couple of years ago actually. Families plea over illegal cigarette death. Relatives of a woman killed by a house fire started by an illegal cigarette have urged people to report anyone who sells them. June Buffum fell asleep while smoking and her body was so badly burnt she was identified through dental records. Awful. Awful. So, and what happens is that they continue to burn when you try and put them out. I thought it was, I thought for a moment, you take a couple of puffs and then you puff, then that's it, you're dead. No, they don't go out properly. So that's the name of the cigarettes you've got to look out for. Jin Lings, Indian cigarettes. And they sent in the dogs. And these dogs are wonderful, aren't they? They were able to pick out the Jin Lings cigarettes from all the others. How clever is that? Eh? So do be careful about buying fake things like that. And be careful of buying fake people as well, dear. They had a little detector and they put a cigarette in this thing and it could tell whether it was fake like that. What a shame you can't do that to people. There'd be a few of those I'd put in that machine, dear, and they wouldn't come out either. Have a lovely Monday. I'm hosting karaoke tonight, every Monday night at Central Station with cheap drinks, boys and girls, very cheap drinks and karaoke tonight at Central Station in King's Cross, Wharfdale Road, N19SD. Look, I've done that from memory, haven't I? Have a lovely Monday. See you soon. Bye-bye.